Firebirds Extra pregame show rolling on here at Eldridge Park, and I'm joined right now on the pregame show by head coach Kelly Nicholson. Coach, you had a great win last night against Brewster. Colin Wellman pitched very well. What did you see from him that you liked?
Well, he attacked with his fastball, Sam. His previous start, we talked about it. We actually spoke with his pitching coach, and he threw about 80% fastballs last night. I think he threw 51 pitches, only threw 8 breaking balls and/or changeups, and had good command of it, and had a good result.
Kyle Toomey goes tonight for your team. Of course, he has one appearance on the year against this Cotuit team you're going to play tonight. What are you looking for from him as far as progress, and what do you want to see from him specifically?
Well, Kyle had a really, I thought he had a really good year at USC. I think his first outing of the year, his first start as a collegiate player, he threw a complete game against, I think it was against Cal State Northridge. So we expect good things from Kyle. He was a third rounder, and he was a third rounder for a reason out of high school with Oakland. And hey, I'm looking forward to seeing him start. I haven't seen him start for us, obviously. So, he's a big, tall, lanky lefty, and keep those runners close and get some of their left-handers out of the lineup. And that's why we wanted to run him out on the mound and wanted to give him an opportunity to start. He's a good one.
Colin Slayball having a very nice start to his season. Again, had a couple of hits last night, had 3 hits the night before. What have you seen from him that you've really liked? How much has he meant to this team early on?
Well, he's mature, and he's really, he's obviously bright. He's graduated from college, and he's going to go back, work on another degree. He brings a lot of athleticism to the team. You don't see a lot of catchers, when they're not catching, play center field and steal bases, and he does all of those things, and it does them very well. So he's fun to watch play. He's, like I said, he's an intelligent player. He's a mature player, and we're really glad to have him here in Orleans this summer.
We saw him play in the outfield the first couple of games, was back behind the plate last night. Is that something you plan to keep doing throughout the season because of what you said, his athleticism?
Yes, we do. With him and Riley Moore, and Zach Fish can go behind the plate as well, but we'd like to keep those two guys in the lineup as long as they're swinging the bat. And it's nice to keep them in the lineup because they can keep seeing everyday pitching instead of alternating the catchers like we normally do. It's nice when Colin's not catching today that he can DH and like I said, see everyday pitching up here.
Right. Your team is off to a 3-2 start, obviously. Had a little bit of back and forth play, a win here, a loss here. How do you build that consistency to now take a couple of games, build off last night, and reel off a couple in a row?
Well, I think it all starts with pitching and defense. The last couple of games, knock on wood, we've pitched well, we've commanded our fastball well, and as long as we can do that, we're going to have a chance. We feel that we have good defensive players, and like I've told them, pitching and offense is going to win you a game here and there, but pitching and defense over the long course of the season, 50 games hopefully, is going to win you a championship.
You still have a group of players still playing in the College World Series. Also, the Vanderbilt guys who finished up in their super regional last week, still on their way up. What are you hoping from those players? What do you hope they're going to bring to this team?
Well, they're good players. They're really good players, and it's kind of a testament to their ability that they've played in a super regional. And then we have 2 guys from Carolina, Trent Thornton and Trevor Kelly. Trent threw last night. I think he's 12-1 now, and Kevin Kramer's hits at the top of UCLA's order and plays third base. So they're going to bring obviously talent, and they're going to bring some experience, and they're going to bring some maturity to this ball club.
Right. And finally, we talked about this on the broadcast last night. The home run number is so far down from last year already in this early season. Obviously, that was a huge story last year with the balls and everything with that. Have you seen a difference so far as, are we back to a pitching dominant Cape League?
It seems to be. It seems like I was looking at the very same numbers. It's kind of amazing when we use baseballs and not golf balls what happens to the pitching and hitting numbers. We're using diamonds versus Titleists. Those Pro V1s, that wasn't a good indicator of what went on, last year in this league because the numbers were really skewed, ERAs were way up and home runs were way up, and it just wasn't a real fair indicator to. It just really wasn't fair. It didn't lend any integrity to the league, I don't think.
Right. Chatham off to a great start. They're 6-0. This Cotuit team you're playing tonight also off to a very solid start. What's the one thing you need to do tonight against these Kettleers to make sure you come out with
Well, we're going to have to pitch and play defense and get some timely hitting. I was telling somebody yesterday, you want to play the really good teams, because when you succeed against them, it kind of heightens the experience a little bit. So we want to see how good we are. We're looking forward to playing Cotuit tonight. Like you said, a team off to a really good start. They're always really well coached. They're physical, and they run and they pitch, and so we have our work cut out for us tonight.
Coach, as always, thanks for stopping by. Good luck tonight.
Anytime, Sam. Good to see you.
All right, that was head coach Kelly Nicholson of these Orleans Firebirds. Firebirds and the Kettleers coming up next on the Cape Cod Baseball Network.